Here we go again. Here we are. So basically, I will show you all the little tricks to get your run really optimized, as far as I know. So I just skipped that whole intro, getting out the car, etc, etc. I will show you the first trick we can make here. So basically, you want to enter the house, you want to spam your keys, and here you have a first reset. Basically, that reset will give your character an extra speed for the next movements until the next cutscene, I guess. So I'll try to show you the speed without the retry right here. Here we go. It seems pretty slow, right? Boom. And now, let's just try with the retry. Lel. You can see I move way faster with the retry. That's basically why you see runners doing it, because it saves a lot of time. I actually don't know why is that working or how, but hey, it's a feature. We take it. So after that, we're gonna go to the basement. And I'll show you the first trick. In the water. The body skip. So basically what happens when you're about to get out of the water is that a dead body will show up and like force you to see a little cutscene. But the thing we do is like you clearly wanna stick to the right wall, like I'm doing right now. And take a look at my inputs. Okay. As soon as you go here, you wanna like face the wall and advance like that, so the corpse will not spawn in front of you. It will just spawn with no. It will just not spawn, actually. Never noticed that. With. That's strange. No bodies, no worries. Let's continue then. Okay, nothing about the routing. Oh yeah, first things first. For every object in the game, you want to be at the maximal distance to grab them. Like, you have to figure it's slightly different between the objects, but usually you want to be at max distance, like to be faster when you turn back. For the menuing, you want to use your directional keys. And that's it for the basement. At least for the first part of the basement. So let's jump to Mia's kidnapping. Things we have no skip to do until here, or no trick. You can only suffer during that cutscene. Okay, now I will explain you how does that work. Thing is, she will do her speech, and you wanna be here, like facing that little corner. Thing is, you wanna be at the perfect frame, like for that trigger to happen. It can be here too. See, she just finished her a little speech, so once I will turn back, she will disappear. And that happens here. So basically, when you come in the room and she's speaking, you just go there. You take a look at the mark here. You want it to be like at the bottom of your screen. You stand up and you just face like the edge of the shelf here. And you can, to be sure, the thing I do is always like doing micro movements like that. See, just to catch the frame. So as soon as she say like, we're gonna be together, or I don't know what, that's when the trigger is gonna happen. You have the little key notes, and basically you'll be in movement here, and boom, you will hear the noise. You can basically just go here. So you want to get to the bathroom real quick. Just enter like 1 foot and come back, and it's sufficient to trigger Mia. I'll show you like at the normal speed how to do it, like with my inputs. See, you can just like barely enter the room and it's gonna be okay. And then you wanna enter here. You can do anything. Just sprint and go forward for the whole segment here. Don't block, don't resist, because it loses time. You can go forward, so the cutscene is a little faster, I guess. Don't know if it matters though. But now we are going to do the real tricky trigger. I had a hard time to get the perfect timing on that every time I tried it. So I will show you how I figure how to get the perfect trigger on that. It's possible with different setups, but I will just stick with mine, I guess. So thing we used to do was to go to the bathroom. Boom, you see the first head, and we were like counting 10 or 11, and boom, we are waiting for that to happen. But it loses time, and if you wanna get your run really optimized, we'll have to do that. Okay, let me go through all that. Okay, things you wanna do here is like when you take control of Ethan again, I'm doing my menuing at this moment, but usually you can do it like in the basement while you're following Mia. So thing you want to do here is when you get up, you want to stare at that little stain on the edge of the wall and the floor, like. And what I do is like I get the perfect spot that's about here. Boom. I figured that because on a run I just like randomly stayed at like one spot for some reason, and it just triggered her. So I wasn't expecting that, so like I literally didn't move and it just triggered her. I don't know if you noticed, but I was like aiming at a certain angle, I guess, and I just like strafe 3 or 4 times, like a little tap on my D key to get like a little bit on the right. And then the thing you have to do is like to stare at her leg, at her right leg, I guess. Basically the one that is on your left. So I will show you again quickly. Okay, take a close look at my inputs and where I have my like aim. The white stain and the edge of the wall, approximately here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then aim at the leg, here. Boom. You can use like any setup you want. It doesn't have to be mine, you know. It's just that basically just imagine that you have a perfect spot, like a line in front of her, and you have to aim at her in a certain way to get that working. That's basically it. And it will trigger every time. So you don't have to go to the bathroom, count like 10 or 11 seconds. It's just placement. If you have your placement right, you'll be okay. It's okay. I'll show you quickly U-turn setup, I guess, for that strat. For that trigger, at least. So what U-turns do is like stare at the ceiling in a certain way, I guess, like here. Boom. Okay. So, as I said, it doesn't matter the setup, as long as you stand at the right spot and you aim at the right leg. Right leg. The one that is on your left, basically. Because for some weird reason, if you aim at your right, it won't work. Anyway. And now I'll try the snooze, use, lose strat. Just to prove my point. I think what he's doing is like going straight forward, like 1, 2, something like that, probably. I don't know. Yeah, it works too. 2 little steps forward works too. Okay. Okay, it worked. I think you want to expect is like the sound of the double hit. Then you just stand up again. It will trigger the cutscene. Pretty simple, but pretty tough at the same time because you can't have it consistent, you know. Not always. It's something like timing related, I guess. So anyway, the phone. The phone won't ring if you stare at it. Like, I can be here. Oh, it will actually. I guess it's a matter of distance then. Never mind. So, just keep your distance with the phone. It will work. Like, if you get too close like that, it won't ring. For sure. But anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell that you want to kill Mia like in the corridor here. So her body is like in the way to the next part. Because if you kill her in there, you will lose time, not much, but yeah, at least a few seconds, I guess. So once the phone is ringing, just go for it. Like, don't go too early, because if you go too early, you will just don't make the trigger happen. So just basically, yeah, take the shadow for a visual cue, I guess. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking the shadow on the corner of the furniture here. Once it rings, just go for it and spam F. Once you've done the phone call, get the axe on the way. Cut corners, it's important. And then when you go past the door, just here, it will trigger a little checkpoint, and that's when you want to hit retry, because it will increase the speed of your character, like we said before. So again, I will show you without the retry. You go for the chains here. And usually, yeah, considering doing the menuing, I didn't do the menuing here, obviously. But just delete that photo in the basement when you are like following Mia, and after that it's up to you, basically. Because the thing you want to keep in mind is, like, when you pick an object, it will always pop in the first slot available. That means that one. But if I move the bolt cutters, it will spawn here. Will pop here in the third slot. So time for a little retry now. As you can see, I'm going a little faster, and that's important. Okay, considering the animation, you want to be like in front of the thing you're gonna open, a door, anything that has a little cutscene, a little animation, you want it to be like in the perfect spot, so the animation will be short. And basically you use your 2 binds for the use button because it's faster. I will show you. I will show you with the fuse actually. So here you spam F, and then you can grab the fuse. Instantly grab it with F and confirm with your other bind. Got me? You got me? Then you go back for the fuse box. You say hello to Mia. Hello, Mia. And here, same thing. Always keep in mind that your pointer will stay where you put it the last time. So basically, I could have just like menu my thing while I was waiting for the end of the animation with the chain. I would have like put my pointer here in advance to get the fuse, and then I would have go like this. Boom, F, double bind, and you go back really fast. It's just a matter of boom F, boom F, boom. You know, you spam the both keys at the same time. And there you go. Okay. The next trick is by far the more interesting, because you will be able to one-shot Mia almost every time. With some practice anyway. But I'll tell you my little tips. So obviously, going out of that cutscene, you don't take your end, you rush for the attic. You wanna hit the button here, waiting for the stairs. You can delete your picture here because you want your pointer to be here for the next menuing. That will be the hatch key in the main house, you know. So yeah, keep in mind your pointer always stays where you put it in your inventory. That's really important. So basically, I think we want to go. I think we want to do here. It's like get quickly to the ladder. Get up, get down. But I will show you before. My setup is like I right click to get the little stain like in line with my axe, you know, here. Then I aim for the spot where she's gonna fall, and you'll see here, like on the edge of my axe, you will see a little wood piece, I guess, when she's coming down, and that's where you wanna have your axe. That's just a setup. That's just my setup. So I will try to explain you more here. Little stain, little wood piece coming down. Whoa. Okay. Edit that shit. Things you wanna go to the attic quickly. Go for the ladder. But just before, I will show you like my little setup. Thing is, I want my axe to be lined with the little dark spot on the wall. Here you can see. Then I will aim here, not moving. Like, be sure to be like away from the ladder because she will jump on you otherwise. Align that stuff. Boom. And then aim for approximately here, where a little piece of wood will fall when she's coming down. And then the thing you want to do, when she hit the floor, you want to sprint. Like that. You want to sprint, boom. Hit crouch, hit right click to get your powerful attack loaded. And then you are approximately aiming for her right armpit, I guess. Like a little below, between her butt and her right armpit, I guess. I'll try to show you on slow-mo that shit, so you can see. So I repeat. Dark spot lined up with the axe, with the edge of the axe. Here, little piece of wood that will appear. When she hit the ground, go for it, crouch, boom. You want your axe to be like from the right to the left, not because sometimes it happens that Ethan is like throwing from the left to the right, and you don't want that because that would mean you miss the loaded powerful attack, I guess. You know what I mean? So let me show you. Go down, get set up, little piece of wood, hit the ground, crouch. Didn't work first try, but hey, it's a 3-shot. I will show you now I'll try to get the 1-shot. It's pretty consistent, but it really depends on the timing you go on her and your position, I guess. Let me do a few tries to show you. Hit the ground. Here you go. 1-shot. It's not easy to explain like when you're doing it, because it's kind of frame perfect trick, I guess. But I don't know if you noticed, I will show you the slow-mo of that. I will do other tries. Dark spot, little piece of wood. And go for her. I don't know if you noticed, but I just went like for a little bit further than her body. Like I was literally under her armpit to attack her. Don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying right now, but with the slow-mo you will get the position you need to get. Other thing I didn't mention is like that's why your FPS matters, because you wanna have the maximum frames for that, because otherwise it won't work. Like you see, you have to get like between her chainsaw, next to her butt, and like aim for like her waist, like the right side of her waist. I don't know if it makes sense. Again, I'm sorry, I'm French, but I'm trying my best at explaining it. And that's why you want to have your FPS the higher, because it matters, since you have just certain frames where she's like perfectly one-shotable, I guess. So that won't work with the VSync, that won't work on 60 FPS, neither on 30 FPS, because it's really a matter of frames. I will do it last time, so you guys know. So remember, timing, position, and aiming. Those are the keywords here. Here you go. And then you can just play with me if you want, and props. As long as you get a one shot, as long as you get like 1 or 2 or 3 shot on her, you're probably okay. It's a decent guest house, I guess. Same with me, I won. Remember to get your AV attack, and basically you will trigger the cutscene in 1 or 2 shots, depends. But yeah, that will be it. There is no trick to trigger Jack fast. You can run around, you can do everything. Just the thing you don't want is to get too close to a wall in your back. Because he won't be able to grab you if you do that. You know what I mean? Up. So the thing I do, I just stay here. And that's gonna be the end of the video on the guest house. Thank you for watching. See you on another video, or see you on Twitch, boys. That was Psarthex, live from the cave. Welcome to the family, son.